Well, I guess you can't contain us anymore. Everyone just wants to go to the field, so we're gonna go do some oddball, like dirt work stuff. We got to haul a little bit of gravel and smooth some stuff out. Some excavator work. Looks like some more blader work. Obviously, if the scraper's hooked up, the blader's hooked up. And a little bit of rock picking, I think. Too cooped up for too long in the winter. They just want to go run some equipment, I guess. I gotta go run and fill this thing up with fuel. And it also looks like it needs some def. Well, we got the tractor and one excavator down there. 2 tractors and an excavator. Now we're gonna bring down both wheel loaders, I guess, and a skid steer for picking rock. I don't know why we need both of them, but I do what I'm told, and I just work here, so. Which one do I wanna get in first? Yeah, I think we gotta go with the new one. Okay, Joey says take the other one first. Oh, this old wrinkly thing. It is a beast of a machine though. What do we need? We definitely need fuel in this big girl. On the bucket of the big 824 payloader here, we had a bunch of shot dirt in it, and we like to dump this into a hole just in case for some reason there's like a nail in it or something. So this goes into here. Hopefully we don't slide in because it's muddy. That is one place this big clumsy thing does not shine. If it gets any sort of mud, you're almost screwed. It's so heavy and the tires are so stiff. Smells like, you can't say new car, but it smells like new payloader in here. Oh, I like it. This thing is so fancy. Gonna wait for the lights to do its thing and start. It sounds like it needs some grease. Just when I thought this combine looked like a mess, then he really got the flux capacitor all out of there. I'm really glad I don't have his job. Hats off to some of them technicians out there. They really know what they're doing, and that'd be a whole learning curve for me for sure. I need a grease gun. Man, the communication is really on point around here. Everyone took off with their piece of equipment, so that must mean I read their mind and I take off too. Or I just was, I don't know. I just got excuses. We're heading to the field. We're greased up. Okay, serious question for you guys. Can you over grease a wheel loader like this or an excavator? Like the pins, all the pins. Is it possible to over grease that besides like wasting grease? Like, is it a harmful thing to grease it too much? If that makes sense. Let me know in the comments, because I'm kind of curious. I personally don't think so. Like, it's a pin. As long as you make sure that pin's not dry and always got grease in there so it doesn't wear and squeak and all the, you know, the stuff, you would think that you can't over grease a pin. But let me know I want to know what you guys have to think about that. Am I right or am I wrong on that? Anyway, I'm done ranting. We're heading to the field. I'm happy. Let's go. Came home for lunch again, having another factory meal. So far, out of the 4 of these I think I've had, I've been very impressed. Very, very good. If you guys are interested, 50% off your first order. Link in the description below. These meals are literally so quick and convenient, and they just taste so good. Well, first order of business, we just got to the field here. We're gonna see if this tree pile will light on fire, because boys like playing with fire. Right, Jed? You just like playing with dirt, right? Did you find corn, Jed?
Thanks, bro.
Can I have one?
No.
No? Okay, that's cool. What do you think the actual, like, the valve thing does?
The trigger? I don't know.
Do we have any idea what we're doing? We should probably read something. But... Well, heck yeah, let's go light some stuff up, man.
I don't know what that does.
I don't know either. Press it, see what happens. Oh boy, then we got real big flames. Make it happen. Well, we're trying to burn it, but everything's still a little wet apparently, and a lot of this pile is dirt too. We got somewhat of a fire going-ish. gonna go try another pile up there. Okay, while them are burning, we're gonna start running some equipment now, I guess. Jed, what are you gonna run?
The tractor, payloader.
You're gonna run the tractor and the payloader? I gotta take one of these toys here and go dig a hole next to those tree piles, so once they're done burning, I can just plop the rest into it. I think I'm gonna pick the case for today. Maybe tomorrow I'll pick the cat. So I gotta try that one. We never actually ran that one yet because we got it while the ground was already frozen, so. Well, I got up here to dig a hole for my fire over there, but the fire is so big and hot, I kind of went away from it so I don't melt the paint off the machine. So I'm working on cleaning up this fence line here, and I'm finding all kinds of metal. Which that is just a flat tire waiting to happen, or a screw up combine waiting to happen. I think all this metal is here because this used to be an old farmyard right here. We picked this land up a few years ago, but when we bought it, the pasture was already rented out, so we had to abide by that lease contract until it was expired. Now that it's expired, we get to farm this area. So now it's just a process of cleaning it all up. And it's quite the process. There's a few rock along this fence line I went through and raked up into this little pile, and I'm gonna pick all these metal pieces I see up by hand just to make sure they get into a pit or something. The second tree pile we lit actually burned pretty good. I'm over here mixing it up with the excavator, and she's really burning again. Okay, I think it's time to get away. I gotta let the excavator cool down. It's a pretty good looking fire. That one back over there is not burning very nice. Right over there, wherever it is. Yeah, there. Does anyone need an old pry bar? There's all kinds of stuff laying out here. It's not very cool, actually. My tree pile really burned down there. Ugh, the smoke. My tree pile really burned down. Now I just gotta get this all pushed up into there, into my hole. There's all kinds of crap in here too. Some old metal tub, some wire. I gotta make sure I get this scraped up real nice. Oh, and I gotta get this thing buried yet tonight because tomorrow we have 40-mile-an-hour winds, and that could not be good with a corn stubble field there and a big slough on the other side of that. It'd be a mess, so we gotta get this thing with soil over it. Okay, we got the whole tree pile in there. Dad and Cameron are dumping in some rock and some sticks and stuff. I'm gonna start putting some dirt over the top so I don't see any more smoke. Well, I officially got this hole all covered up with the fire or whatnot. I don't see any more smoke, so I think we're safe here. I can leave this alone. But I think I'm gonna leave it because we still have stuff to dump in. As you can see, Cameron's still doing over there. And we're kind of running on a daylight, and we have another whole pile over there that we have to get buried before the day is over. So I'm gonna go chop over there and help Brandon bury that one. And this tree pile didn't burn like at all for some reason. I think maybe if we would have tried a little harder it would have, but oh well. It is so crazy how soil types change so fast. That last hole I was digging is literally 500 yards that way, and I was on clay. And now here, this is pure beach sand, and the walls keep collapsing in on Brandon. He's got a pretty good sized hole here, but I think it needs to be a little bit bigger yet. I mean, this is actually pure beach sand. Crazy. Never before did I think I'd see this. Two excavators digging, two large excavators might I add, digging in a hole. I can get this sucker huge in no time. I should pay attention to what I'm doing. You know, I think if we would have tried a little harder, these definitely would have burned, but oh well, going in the hole anyway. It should rot eventually after so many years and maybe be some fertilizer. We got a big enough hole here for it now. With two excavators, Brandon and I made quick work of this tree pile. It's 7 o'clock. I think we're gonna quit now. We could bury this yet tonight, but the fire's out. there's no danger or worry there anymore, so. Oh yeah, he's got a good angle at that. Look at that sand come in. Oh, excavators are awesome. I got her all folded up here. I gotta go underneath the power lines there. Man, could you imagine if you wouldn't do this and you'd like accidentally forget? I think I'd maybe tickle a little bit. Jelle, did you help Papa in the tractor today?
Don't want tractor. The charge.
Yeah, and you took lots of tractor naps?
Naps.
Naps. Tractor naps. Those are the best. Bang your head against the window all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did Daddy do? Bang his head?
Yup, and I did it good.